You have to forgive me, I just had a coughing fit. As I'm loading this up, I'm going to be rather quiet for a minute or two. Alright, so it's played outdoors, 61 degrees. 1 o'clock kickoff. This week's vote was won by the Chicago Bears Philadelphia Eagles Week 2 game that went into overtime. The Bears winning 13-10. To change history and try to get the Eagles that win. It was a very close vote, came actually down to a tie between the Redskins and Raiders. Then when I put in the points to assign the tiebreaker, the Eagles got 3 points. The Eagles-Bears game got 3 points. The Redskins-Raiders game got 1 point. The Redskins picked up a point for being a playoff team. Meanwhile, both the Bears picked up a point for being a playoff team. What was the other points? Another point went because I own the game, so it's something I can actually go and watch. And I forget what the third point was. Well, either way, they won either 2-1 or 3-1. So I'm just checking the stats, making sure I got the right people starting. Let's see. Looks like Jaworski was the quarterback. Alright, Jaworski, Cunningham did get in the game through 3 passes. So did Matt Cavanaugh, though. Rushing, Michael Haddix, Keith Byers, all there in the right places. Receiving, looks like Mike Quick, Phil Smith. What about Kenny Jackson? It's harder to tell with receivers. Doesn't have Jackson recording anything, and I don't have a Phil Smith on my roster. Maybe he's a tight end. Nope. 3 receptions, 44 yards. Junior Tuatalasi. Don't have him either. Well, maybe he's a running back. Yeah, Junior Tuatalasi. Okay, and fullback. Still don't have a Phil Smith. I don't know. So let's set the game up. Now we're almost 4 minutes into the video. This might be real bitter hard for the Eagles fans, since you just know the Bears are the home team. Bears. Not really looking forward to playing this defense, but hey, you know, does that look like 85 they wore? Yeah, they haven't really changed much, have they? Alright, so now the Eagles. Now, they have changed. What can I get? No. 80's away throw. Hey! It's not that rare. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't try and load a playbook. What were the Eagles? It's Ron Jaworski, so... It's the 87 Bears, not the 85 Bears. Yeah, it does seem rather low, though, doesn't it? They were a playoff team, after all. 86, you're right, 86. Still, yeah, 86. They, I don't know why they're rated so low. You'd have to ask the author of the roster file. This roster, oh, I gotta set this up. Okay, exhibition. Yeah, it looks good. This roster was created by I Teach History 78 for Madden 16. Sorry, I just received a text. I might have to pause for a few minutes. What is the Eagles team rating? I didn't see it. Didn't see it. Alright, I'm going to have to walk away from the broadcast for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Good blocking. Ron Jaworski. Now, Cunningham is on the team. Jaworski is listed as a starter for this game. Evidently, he's based on a Seahawk by the looks of the background. Let's see what they suggested. Interestingly enough, Ron Jaworski took over the starting reign for the, I keep believing it was the Eagles in '86, Los Angeles Rams in '75, and they will be in the alternate Super Bowl this coming New Year's Eve, December 31st, as a rematch between the Raiders and Rams, this time in '75. Due to an injury by James Harris, Ron Jaworski will get the start against Ken Stabler. The Raiders, who've had no luck in alternate Super Bowls, going 1-4 so far, will try and get off the schneid after losing 2 straight. And no, I do not control either of those teams. It is all on the computer, so I've been rooting for the Raiders. Looking at the Eagles or the Bears defensive line: Dan Hampton, Steve McMichael, William the Refrigerator Perry, Wilbur Marshall, Mike Singletary, and Otis Wilson at the linebackers, Mike Richardson and Reggie Phillips at corners, Gary Fensick and Dave Dorson, your safeties. Yeah, the Rams and Eagles. Of course, he gets most famous for taking the Eagles to the 1980 Super Bowl. The Rams went through a lot of quarterbacks though in the 70s. So we're from James Harris, or John Hadle, James Harris. Oh, big hit. James Harris, John Hadle, Ron Jaworski, Joe Namath, briefly with the Rams in '77, and Pat Hayden. But it was Vince Ferragamo who started their lone Super Bowl appearance in real life. Super Bowl 14. Oh, bad punt. Pat Hayden, yep. Get away from him. Now, he didn't catch the ball. How was I not able to recover that? Oh well. No, I don't. Again, don't have a 4.6, don't have a 4.3. I have to remember to download some playbooks. Well, when you create a roster, you use. Oh, Jim McMahon is elusive. You use players that are either on the game or you have to create them from scratch. And the computer, the programmers don't recognize that the player has changed. It's one of the reasons why I turned off the commentary, because it was getting annoying hearing them say things like Nathan Peterman when it was Jim Kelly that I was using. And 2 running backs. Let's try 3-4. Walter Payton. The Bears offensive line: Covert, Bortz, Jay Hilgenberg, Willie Galt. We saw Walter Payton and Matt Suey in the backfield. Emery Moorhead at tight end. Well, I hear what you're saying. I asked Charles about the project that we're working on, and he said he didn't really have time right now, and because of what we're doing, I don't have time to do anything else. That's why I just pulled out of my my online league so I can concentrate on the playoffs through the Facebook group. So it helps when I go one and done, and I don't spend a lot of time in it. But this project that I briefly told you a little bit about earlier, and I'm not ready to announce it yet, is it's going to be huge. It's going to be big, and I'm looking forward to it. There's the Eagles are laying a foundation in '86 for what would get them into the playoffs in '88, in which they would take on the Bears in the Fog Bowl. The Bears would go on to win that game. One wonders, had Cunningham not gotten injured in '91, how good the Eagles could have been that year, because they had the best defense in the league, but missed the playoffs. They were 10-6, but had such a tremendous problem at quarterback. I mean, Jim McMahon started some games. Brad Gable started some games. Jeff Kemp. It was really a bad quarterbacking carousel. In Philadelphia that year with Cunningham getting hurt. You look back, and Cunningham's back in '92. They make the playoffs. '93 they start out great, and Cunningham breaks his leg. Oh, I did too. I wore a visor as a quarterback. It's part and parcel because of McMahon. I just can't wear sunglasses all the time. Maybe I should start wearing sunglasses for my Vinny's take. And oh, Dennis Gentry? I don't know. Who was that? Sort of an tip of the cap and ode to Jim McMahon. I'll start putting sunglasses on for Vinny's take. If you missed it earlier, Vinny's take, talking about the New York Giants situation. I'm not a fan of the Giants, but I'm definitely not a fan of what's been going on there. They're my wife's team. Yeah, it was way offside. I forget, because in Madden 18, on the extra point tries, you don't go offsides. You can push down all you want, and he just kind of shimmies at the line. He doesn't... Yeah, now I don't get the push. Kevin Butler out of the University of Georgia. His son Drew Butler also kicked for Georgia. Well, Jaworski has some completions. No running game yet. We got to probably get into that. Keith Byers and see what we got. Is Reggie White like a 96 here? Yeah, that's a good question. Reggie White, let's see. Reggie White, 96. He better be starting somewhere. Okay, defensive tackle. Yeah, on a 3-4 though. There we go. Reggie White's a 98. Kind of surprised to see him starting a defensive tackle, but hey, that's 86. 87 Giants just got home. He'll be ready in 10 minutes. He'll be broadcasting that game between the 87 Bears and 87 Giants over at the channel John M, my partner channel. You know, Facebook's got to give us a way to link up. Like myself, John M, Conan Barbosa, link our channels up since we're doing these projects together. Oh, stood me up. He is, real good guy. We grew up about 30 miles apart, but didn't know each other till college. And then we're fraternity brothers in college. In fact, he's my little, if you know anything about fraternities, kind of like the lineage tree. I'm the big brother, he's a little good guy. Keith Jackson with a catch. No, that's not Jackson. He's too white. Wait, who's wearing 88 and 86? Turn around, dude. No, you grew up in Chicago? I'd never been to Chicago myself. A buddy of mine went out to, what was that technical school out there? We graduated high school, and him and another friend, they packed up a car and headed out to this technical school, automotive school, just north of Chicago. It only lasted like 6 days. It wasn't a very good experience for them, but man, what is it called? UTI. Okay, well, let's see. No, Universal Technical Institute. It's a small automotive school just north of Chicago. UTI. They didn't really have a lot of nice things to say about it, though, so I don't know. Oof. Corner blitz. This playbook, this one's confusing. I've got to look and see if Capricorn 1 had a playbook for Madden 16, because it's what I've used in 17 and 18. And I'm very used to that setup. Wow. I thought he was the fly pattern when I saw him break up and I hit circle, and then all of a sudden R1 breaks on the fly. And circle broke toward the outside. Horrible play. Still, I mean, you know, go up for the ball. The Bears originally won this game 13-10 in overtime. However, my record in these change history games is 0-3. So I'm not holding out much hope that I'm going to be able to change it. It says I according to my files, I have this game. However, However, back in March, I had a 4 terabyte hard drive, and a lot of my games are listed as computer. Were on that 4 TB. Fell off the top of the computer, and it was not a solid state drive. So I lost a lot of games. Over 3,000 files were on that drive. And because I just listed them as computer, I don't know if they were on that drive or another smaller hard drive. So I've been going through one by one while trying to maintain family life, full-time job, running this YouTube channel, the classic sports thing, the Super Bowl a Month Club. So this game very well, I may not have. I may have it, I may not have it. However, it's out there. Like you said, you have it on DVD. So I'm confident I can always get it back. Richenbach. Third down and 5. 5 receiver set. Oh. Another problem is my computer system itself is rather ancient. It's 8 years old, so it doesn't have the latest version of Windows. This is Buddy Revenge game against Tika. Oh, Walter Payton. You know, I didn't think of it, but yeah, Buddy Ryan's first game back in week 2. I'm sure the schedule makers had something, you know, to do with making the game so early in the season. They tend to do that. Well, it's good to see Walter Payton. Man, he's missed. I was really hoping his son, Jarrett, was going to catch on. Played briefly, a couple training camps with the Titans. I think Toronto a little bit in the CFL. But just the sun doesn't always have it. Hey, right now I have 34 comments too. How about that? 34 for 34. I've got to learn to stick a little better. I always go for the spin. I need to learn to mix it up some. A friend of mine down in Australia said that you should never control the running back. You should just snap the ball and maybe guide him toward a hole, but let him do the moves. I tried that. I was playing against a guy, and the lag on the button lag was kind of... it was irritating me. I quickly went down, so I just kind of pushed the buttons I had to. Snap the ball, throw the pass. And actually, the running back wasn't doing too bad on his own, but I couldn't run the ball that much because I was so far behind. My God. That was an ugly looking play. First of all, it was he pitched it instead of throwing it. Whew. I'll take it. So, Eagles went down today to the Seahawks, 24-10. I've been saying for a couple weeks now, who have the Eagles beaten? I know you got to play the schedule you got, and at certain points of the season, a victory looks better than it does at others. I mean, they beat San Diego. San Diego didn't look so good. They're coming on now, and probably soon they'll have a winning record. But right now they're 6-6. Dallas is 6-6, right? Yeah, 6-6. They don't have a winning record yet. It's intriguing, but he's only rated like a 73. I don't know how his running is. But yeah, the Eagles, it's 10-1 it's a great record, but it's more or less smoke and mirrors. You got to play the games that they are put in front of you when they're put in front of you. But the Kansas City loss looks much worse now. They finally get a team with a winning record, and Seattle dominated them. Now again, it was out in Seattle, but next week's no easier. They're out in Los Angeles for the Rams. The playoff game between the Bears and Giants will be going online momentarily. And there it is. So I'm going to click on that so I can watch it while I play. Let me pause this for a second. And I'm going to share it to the group. And that will end the playoff weekend as we're going to sim the Dolphins a victory over the Bengals, since the Bengals had to leave the league. Okay. Well, no, I don't want to do that. Well, while we're here, Jaworski's a 78, Cunningham's a 77. Speed's an 83. Oh, hell. You only live once. Yeah, it's head-to-head. I don't blame you. This game. Plus, I mean, all these games are always in the logs. You can always come back and pick it up. We're 30 minutes in now. Just, fast forward to 30 minutes. And you can hear me telling you about how we're 30 minutes in now. And kind of feel like Spaceballs the movie. I don't take offense. You still count as a view. And if you come back and watch it, you count as 2 views. So I don't take offense at all. My drive to 10,000 views, we're less than 2,500 away right now. Have a good night. For anybody that's going to be watching this on replay, I'll continue jib-jabbing as I think about stuff. Good punt. Come on, bounce. Bounce. No! Stay, 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 stay. Oh, thank God the computer doesn't factor in the guy walking in the end zone. Need more or less something up the middle. I need to get offense going on these games. This Madden 16 is definitely a difference. It is something to see these Bears, though. Just to see Walter Payton and Jim McMahon. Guys like Singletary and Dent on defense. Dan Hampton. See Walter score on me. Willie Galt. Not a Bears fan, but damn, it's good seeing them. Seeing the Bears good. The Bears were eliminated from playoff contention today. They became the 4th team to drop. Following the Browns, the 49ers, and the Giants. And you just think of those 4 teams I just mentioned that are gone. 1980s legends list right there. Browns, 49ers, Giants, and Bears. You think about them, and you think about the mid to late 80s, and you think they're always in the playoffs. So, taking a look at the current playoff standings. Now in the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings, who beat my Falcons today, are now in first place. The Philadelphia Eagles hold the other bye. They're second. The Los Angeles Rams are currently sitting in third. And the New Orleans Saints are fourth. Those are your division leaders. If the playoffs were to begin today, the Saints would host, I'm going on memory here, Carolina, Seattle. The Saints, being the 4th seed, would host Carolina. So a rematch of today's game. And the oh, thank goodness he was wide open. Sorry, I'm listening to the text going on as they're trying to get their game started. They can't seem to connect. The Bears and Giants finally got some defense in there. I wonder if that's something to do with my setups, why I don't see the names. Garrity. Plus, I just got a message from Mr. Ogie there that he doesn't get notifications when I'm live, unless I post a link. He only gets the past games. Oh. Telshik. Yes, I put it in Cunningham. He just threw a floater. They're having some trouble, by the way, over in that playoff game. They're not seeming... They're both on, but they can't... Oh! They can't seem to connect. They're not getting each other's invite to play, and so right now they're going back and forth trying to figure out what the problem is. My phone's screaming. I'll let you know when it... Yeah, you don't go in the air, man. Now, why did I go in the air? I thought I was hitting the, I guess I hit the jump. I thought I was hitting the stiff arm. Hit the wrong button. Never go in the air when you're carrying the ball, especially when Mike Singletary's coming at you. Wow. Okay, now the Bears are sending the Giants the invite. Giants are currently backing out of franchise, waiting for the invite. It might. 3 receivers. I think I just noticed that Reggie White's not on nickel. Third down and 3. Ooh, that was a team effort. You don't tackle Walter Payton with just one guy, that's for sure. Alright, let's see what I can do for scoring. Somewhat rather late in the last game, I discovered Andre Reed deep was a good play for the Bills. Yeah, Reggie's rookie year. That's true, because he played in the USFL, hadn't he? Okay, let's see. Boy, that right there, Cunningham walking into the line, sort of brushing off his hands, that looked pretty close. There we go, that's the play I picked last time. Got to throw quick on that Bears defense. Switch those. Too bad the coaches look like John Fox and Chip Kelly. You know, I wish you could do more with creative coaches. First of all, you don't have it in outside franchise mode. Second of all, when you're in franchise mode, if you're the owner, you can't create a coach. So if you take coach, like for instance, say you want to be the Arizona Cardinals and move back to Chicago, you have to be the owner so you can move them. So you can't go and create some of the classic coaches of the past, of the Chicago Cardinals, like Patty Driscoll and for 1920 when they were in Chicago, or St. Louis even. Oh, come on.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, big sack, big penalty. Now, the Bears got the invite from the Giants, but it says it's invalid. Huh. EA Sports. I don't know what you're doing with your connected franchise play, but you need to work on it. Nobody's here. It's after midnight. My dog just barked. Big guard dog. Big giant 104. Get another sack with penalty. 104-pound dog sleeping on the couch like she's a princess. Aren't you? Yeah, you're a princess. You're a giant princess. Sorry. I'm back to football now. Alright, let's see what's going on now. If it still doesn't work, I have to try a random game to see if something's wrong on my end. Invite sent. Haven't actually played Madden 18 online yet, so... Oh, okay. Well, it might be part of the problem. We got a new guy. He's, one of the roster creators. Trying out his, work for the first... Well, not his work. We're doing the 87 season still. Okay, hey. They're both in. The game is on. They're on the loading screen, so they're finally getting to play. The Bears defense is just fantastic. I'm losing my interest in this. Not, I mean, so much that I'm getting beat, because I'm getting beat. And I've been done getting beat. I've done been getting whatever. I want to do something with these rosters, but this... I don't know. I know I also got to get better at Old Pro if I want to be in these online playoff things. R1 goes up. Okay, circle. That's the interception I threw earlier. And it looks like it doesn't help when he doesn't hold on to the ball. Where? I think this is my last attempt at changing history. I attempted to, I don't know. Walter Payton just got hurt. Oh no. Yeah, I think this project is well intentioned but done. We got a major project coming come Super Bowl time. It's going to be phenomenal, fantastic. It's going to be huge. Stay tuned, more announcements to come. Just a little insight. It's something we already tried, but never got off the ground because we didn't have the wrong people, we just didn't have the right personnel. Let's put it that way. We have better personnel this time. That's what we're going to do. So, stay tuned. Again, like I said, I think you just witnessed the end of the change history. I want to do something with these rosters, though. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Until then, that's been something. I got my butt kicked.